Hi ladies, this is Ashley Kay from the Irresistible Dating Method, and I'm back with another dating tip video. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 ways to attract more men. Now, a lot of women don't know how to really maximize their ability to attract more attention from guys, get more dates, and get more quality dates from the right kind of guys. So this is my best 5 tips on how to be more attractive so you can attract more attention and more of the right attention from the right guy. Tip number 1, what attracts men is acknowledgement. So it really frustrates me when I see women who obviously spend a lot of time, making sure they look good, putting on the makeup, picking outfits, looking amazing, and they, put the effort in to go out. And then when they go out, they don't engage with guys. They don't put out the right body language, the right signals to guys to approach them, that they even want to be approached, that they even want to be engaged with. So a lot of girls will simply hang back, hang with their girlfriends, and just stick to their little group. They'll huddle in their group and not have any guys approach them, because it's very hard if you have a closed off body language. So what I'd like you to do is become a group facilitator. What you want to do is be that person that wants to engage and help the group engage. So not only will you be that person to have that open body language, look around the room, scan everybody, especially pay attention to and notice the guys that are hanging around you, the ones who are looking over and taking notice of you. And then using your body language, eye contact, smiling, saying simple hello or simply, what are you guys here for? Anything to start a conversation to get those group of guys over and joining you in your group. Now, when you do have 2 groups mixed together, you want to make sure that everybody is participating. You want to make sure everybody is participating in the conversation. So some people will hang back in group situations. They won't speak up as much. So you want to be that person that notices who is not speaking up, who is hanging back, and bring them into the conversation. You want to ask them questions, bring them in, whether it's your girlfriends, whether it's that guy, guy friend, or the friend of the guy who's come over, who's not talking. Get everybody talking, everybody interacting. You're going to be that person. This is a very attractive trait, very social trait as well. But this is the kind of stuff you want to get used to doing and practice doing, being the group facilitator and someone who will engage. Now, the great secondary benefit of this is that when a high value guy, the guy standing in the corner who is super attractive, who you do want coming over and talking to you, he'll see the fact that you're really open, you're willing to allow 2 groups to mix. You want people to be engaging and talking, and he'll see that as a very high value quality. Okay, high value men want a woman who can bring them a lot of social value. And this is clearly a lot of social value. They see that you're not only a very attractive woman, but you're also a social woman, and you're a social facilitator. So he'll see that and be like, she's got some skills. She's got value that I would find very useful and I'm attracted to. So now that guy in the corner who's hanging back with his, ultra super attractive or successful guy friends will be like, that's a woman I want to get to know. So now you've caught his attention by you not even really directly doing anything to that guy. So you see how being that social person really ups your value. Tip number 2, be the most attractive woman you can be. So if every time you step out of the house, you're not putting in that much effort in your appearance, if you're half-assing it, then you're really decreasing your chances of attracting guys. Now, you want to make sure every time you go out that you put effort into your appearance. This does not mean that you need to cake on makeup and, be wearing high heels and being super dressed up. Not at all. All it means is you want to take that extra 5 to 15 minutes to have a check in the mirror to make sure you're presentable, you're good, you're decent, you're dressed well, everything matches, you're not just slapping something on because you're being lazy. Contrary to popular belief, men do notice good fashion sense in a woman. They'll probably won't say it, but they'll definitely know if a woman knows her stuff, at least fashion wise. So you want to make sure everything at least matches and nothing looks out of place or awkward. Okay, so when you do this, just do your own style. Pick clothes that you're comfortable in. Pick clothes and colors that suit you so you feel confident when you step out of the house. Step 3, go to places where you can meet men. One of the biggest issues I have with women is they don't go out enough to meet guys. So if you're one of those women who thinks there's a lack of good men, I'm just not meeting anybody decent, or I'm only attracting the wrong kind of guys, then I would say it's probably because you're not going out enough, you're not meeting enough of the right kind of guys. So you want to make sure every week you're scheduling time to go to meetup groups, social events, house parties, growing your social circle. So every time you meet a new group of people, be that person to be like, I want to, I like going out, I like meeting more people. Let them know that you want to be invited more to whatever social gatherings they're having, so they're more likely to invite you next time. So expanding your social circle, going into different groups is a great way to get your foot in new doors, I guess, that you otherwise wouldn't. Don't just rely on online dating. I know a lot of people do that, but I think online dating is tricky because there's a lot of people you can meet on there, but the quality is quite low. So it's more quantity over quality on online dating sites. So make sure you go out every week, go out often, practice the open body language, being that social facilitator type of person, and you'll attract more men to you. Tip number 4, when you do go out with your girlfriends, you want to make sure you go out in groups of 2 or at most 3. So smaller groups is better. Guys will feel very intimidated to approach a big group of women. I mean, wouldn't you? I definitely would be intimidated to approach like a group of guys, right? So you want to make sure you keep the group small. And once again, when you're in that group, don't just stay huddled in that group. Don't just close off that circle, right? You want to make sure your body language is open. So don't just turn your shoulders towards the group. You want to turn it up slightly away so you leave the circle open for other people to come in. You also want to make sure you're scanning the room, trying to make eye contact with whoever is looking in your general direction, getting their attention, or even just moving around. This is a really good trick. Don't just hang in one corner of the club or whatever, a house. Move around, look around, do different things to try to see who you can engage with, who could come up and talk to you. And the last tip I have is what attracts men is prolonged eye contact. So here's a good thing you want to practice, or you can even play a game with your friends. When you go to a public setting where there's guys and you're looking good, you're feeling confident about yourself, see if you can make eye contact and hold eye contact with a guy for 3 seconds, at least 3 seconds. I know that seems quite long, but that's how long it needs to be. Okay, so research have shown that eye contact can be, when you hold eye contact for a long 3 seconds, it has a hypnotic effect. It actually simulates in the body that adrenaline feeling and that feeling of simulating almost falling in love type of feeling. So that's why you want to definitely hold eye contact to get a guy's attention. Because as soon as he sees, oh, you're checking him out, then his adrenaline will go up and he'll notice that, oh, she must be interested. Maybe I can go and approach her. So these are some of my best tips on how to attract more men and get more men approaching you, asking you out, and so you can have more quality dates with the right kind of guys. Now, once you do attract the right kind of guy's attention, how do you keep his attention? Well, I've got you covered. I've created a free texting cheat sheet on how you can get a guy to fall in love with you from beginning to end. I'll show you the 3 simple step formula I've created on how to text and how to get that relationship that you want. So all you have to do is check out my website, ashleykay.com/texting. Go there, you can download my free texting cheat sheet. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and you can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter. If you have a personal question, please ask me on Twitter. I'll be back with another video next week. Talk soon.